now to some big news coming out of Manchester United. Has left the club after just in the role. That's according to The Athletic. Got more on this story. What can you tell us?
Well, I haven't got any more than that. I know it's true. It's a brilliant story by David and Laurie, and it's got all the elements of a great newspaper or online, as we now say, story, and it's such a shock.
Yeah.
And clearly, the bigger picture is going to emerge, but this is an executive who they pursued very hard. I mean, it was a big signing in that world, in that he came from a rival. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Newcastle, they built their new kind of structure. They went and I understand why they built the hierarchy, but I
think players of the past, things what you're talking about there is managers right now, it's almost total control, maybe a lack of freedom is something you're talking about. And if you go back to the early days of the Premier League, we think of your Cantona, Zola's, Bergkamp's. Do you think they'd have found it tougher today because they maybe wouldn't have had as much freedom with the way the game has gone?
Well, it would have been a battle with the coach and I battled with Pep in my time, and he was always going to win because if you don't perform, or if you think outside of his box, so you don't go to the house of a painter and tell him how to paint. You got to let him create. And you can't control everything. Like how I'm going to tell you how to play. Yeah, I'm going to give you some stuff to.
Ruben Amorim, the current Manchester United manager, unleashed a level of emotion rarely seen as he erupted on the sidelines following tonight's shocking result. The moment the final whistle sounded, Amorim's fury was unmistakable, pacing, shouting instructions nobody could even keep up with, and unleashing a glare that cut straight through the chaos around him. The spark? A sequence of decisions and defensive lapses that completely derailed United's game plan. Cameras captured the instant his frustration peaked, and within seconds the reaction spread across the pitch. Players froze, some looking stunned, others visibly annoyed, knowing the fallout from this moment could reshape the next run of matches. Fans, already on edge from the unexpected blowout, watched in disbelief as their manager's emotions overflowed. Social platforms ignited instantly, with clips of Amorim's rage circulating at lightning speed and supporters debating whether this explosive response was exactly what the squad needed or a worrying sign of deeper pressure building behind the scenes. What made the moment even more intense were the heated exchanges between Amorim and members of his technical area. No filters, no calm exterior, just raw passion, frustration, and a demand for better standards. This wasn't just anger, it was a message.